Do you want to learn how the pros play aggressive tennis and finish points at the net? Well, you can learn it and you can get the inside secrets from today's video. My name is Jeff Salzenstein. I'm the founder of Tennis Evolution, and I am so passionate about helping you get to the next level as quickly as possible. It doesn't have to take as long as you think. You can accelerate your results. You can learn to play more like the pros, and I want to help you bridge the gap. So let's get to it right now. So we're going to look at a point from a player that I'm working with personally. You can see me over here chilling out on the sideline. Got my coach's look there with the arms crossed, hat on backwards. Let's watch this point right now. Misses the first serve. Second serve here. Winning volley. Nice little combination, right? Now, let's look from the beginning of the point and take it all the way to the end, all the things that I like. I like him bouncing the ball. I think he could bounce the ball in extra time, maybe slow down a little bit at the beginning. I'd like to see a little more shoulder turn at this stage of the swing. This player is not comfortable doing that yet. Maybe over time I'll get him there. I've made the suggestion, but we've got to do it at the right time, especially when he's competing. The reason why is because I'd like to see him get more turn here, and I'd like to see his trophy position where the tossing arm is up straight like Federer does. So this is, I think, throwing his rhythm off a little bit at times. So a little more turn on the serve, okay? Tossing arm up as he finds trophy. Not a lot of pronation right there. Not a ton of pronation. He could probably work on that. A little bit more pronation. Still pretty good. Misses the serve in the net. Of course, he walks up to get to the ball. There's no ball kids here. Now it starts to get juicy. He's going to walk up to the line. He's going to bounce the ball. A little bit of a pause there. I think he could take a little bit more time. Now here's where it starts to get good. I really like his turn here. I'd like to see this turn on his first serve. Okay, so when we're talking about overall development, we're into the technique right now. We're going to get into the strategy in a moment, what I would be teaching you if we were working together. Now I want you to notice he has a great topspin serve. Look at where he's making contact. Look at his body position. See how he's sideways here? He's not facing the net. A lot of players are facing the net at this stage. Now look where he finishes. He finishes to the right side of the body. If you study pros now like Steve Johnson, pros from the past like Stefan Edberg and Boris Becker, even Pete Sampras, they finish on the right side. So if you want to develop a great topspin serve, you should look at finishing on the right side. Now he comes down. I love how he goes to the backhand here. So he gets the ball out wide. Look where he's standing. He's not recovering to the middle. He's looking for a forehand here. He's daring his opponent to go down the line. So now he's looking for a forehand. The backhand return comes through the middle of the court, and look, he's setting up for an approach shot. He's getting on his front foot for a lift and land. Now we start to get into the strategy, a little bit of the footwork, a little bit of the nuance. This is what you can focus on. You hit a nice serve out to the backhand corner. You get a ball in the middle of the court, you got to look to pounce on it and get on your front foot. This player has a nice short backswing. I wish I had his backswing. I would have probably done better on the tour. I had too big of a backswing with my forehand when I played. So now I love how he uses the lift and land. See how he's on his front foot here? And look how he uses the buggy whip. I think he could get a little more hook on his buggy whip if he gets the hand to come over above his head a little bit more. Now, he goes inside in. This is called inside in, when the ball goes straight from the backhand corner off the forehand side. If he would have gone this direction, it would have been an inside out. Now he comes in, guy runs over, hits a passing shot cross court. He's on the volley. Nice winning volley right there. We're going to back this up and talk about some nuance, some subtleties here so you can understand it. Now, When I was studying the pro game, trying to figure out where to hit approach shots when I was in this part of the court, one thing I noticed is a lot of pros from this part of the court would go inside in, like this player here. The problem is that so many pros can hit great passing shots from this position, angle passing shots. So you're really giving up a lot of space if you use the inside in. This one thing that I would consider for this player here is not to go inside in on this ball. Now, he won the point, so if he keeps winning the point, he should keep doing it. But if he starts getting past, he's got to go inside out here. So the way this will look is he would come out of the second serve to the backhand, he would run around this ball, and actually he would go behind his opponent and hit the ball over here. And then what he would do is he would run towards the line and cover the down the line passing shot. This is a higher percentage play, and you'll see pros doing this now. They're onto this pattern. They go inside out on the approach shot, and then they knock off the volley. Like I said before, if you go inside in here, you're giving the angle up over here, and the ball's moving away from you. If you go inside out, the ball is going to come towards you when they go down the line. So that would be a suggestion I would make, more inside out approach shots from this part of the court. Now, the thing I love here the most about this point, if there's one takeaway you get from this point, is when he reaches for this volley, look at the spacing. Now look at the finish. See how he finishes? His hand is above the net. His hand is above the net, and look how long he's holding it. I teach this, hold the finish. Hold the finish, I say, hold the finish. Most players don't do this on their volleys especially. He has held that finish, he's still holding it, he's still holding it, he's still holding it, and then he brings the racket down. Do you think he's taken a few lessons with me? I am obsessed about holding the finish, and so if you can practice holding that finish on your forehand volley, wow, it can make a huge difference. Now, if your finish is not the right finish, you're going to miss a lot of forehand volleys. So you've got to model this player right here. Just copy, be a copycat with this finish. Hands in front, rackets up to the right side, not too much follow through, beautiful swing. So what I want to do now is I want to review a couple of key concepts from this lesson to take away, because there was a lot that I just threw at you. The first thing I want you to notice, if you want to develop a topspin serve, you've got to practice finishing on the right side, right there. Now, if you don't have a topspin serve, ignore that tip, but you should go out every day if you have a topspin serve and finish on the right side like that. That's a great tip. The second thing is you want to be looking for forehands on the first ball. If you can get forehands, you have an advantage. The third thing is that when you approach, look how he gets on the front foot. I love that. You can go inside out more instead of inside in. Of course, if they have a weaker forehand or if they're a lefty, maybe you go inside in, but you're giving up so much court. Go inside out, okay? You can also use your buggy whip right here. Look at that. Use your buggy whip on an approach shot. That's a huge tip right there. And then finally, when you come in, you're going to hold that finish on the forehand volley. Hold, hold, hold. See how I hold it? The tips in this lesson are the tips that I want you to focus on when you play. Don't get distracted with other stuff. Focus on what I just shared with you. And even if you can add one of the 4 or 5 things that I just mentioned, it will make a tremendous difference in your game. Well, I hope you got a lot of value out of this lesson today. It was a high-level, advanced lesson on what the pros are doing. They are finishing on the right side with their kick serve. They are using the buggy whip. They are attacking and coming in. They're hitting great volleys. Well, not all of them. They need some work on their volleys. But if you study Patrick Rafter, you'll see him hitting great volleys. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I had a blast making it. I'm hoping that you learned a few things as well. I've got a free gift for you. If you click the link below or somewhere in this video, you can pick up a free membership. We got 21 lessons we're going to give away absolutely free. It's inside our Tennis Evolution app. It's also in our online portal. You don't even need a credit card. Just click the link below or somewhere in this video. Get started with free membership. This is your chance to accelerate your learning and get going, taking your game to the next level. We'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks for your time today.